The battle rages on. Charles on a knife edge over Harry's rebel royal strategy against William. Prince Harry and Prince William have come under fire for their continued rebel fights like David versus Goliath. The University of London, Professor Pauline McLaren issued this claim in her interview with Express UK. She began by admitting, "I think Prince Harry will be looking to position himself as the rebel royal, a rebel with a cause as it were. Rebel brands challenge the mainstream, in this case, the traditional strictures placed on members of the royal family, and gain support from their David versus Goliath narratives. So Harry is likely to suggest he is a victim of the royal system and now he is fighting for his freedom, etc." Before concluding, McLaren added, "This type of approach will sit comfortably with Meghan's podcast series that also has rebel connotations." Harry and his wife Meghan Markle's stepping down from royal duties began a rift between him and the royal family. The relationship further strained as the couple continued interviews and comments denouncing the royal family. Amid all this, one person who was extremely upset was Prince William, a royal expert claimed. Prince William is not ready to heal from some of the hurt of the past few years, royal expert Katie Nicholl told Us Weekly. When Harry stepped back from his royal duties, it was very difficult for William, and I think that's partly why this rift hasn't been resolved, because, William can't completely forgive Harry for what he's done, Katie Nicholl said. It had a huge impact on him, on Princess Catherine, on their young family. It put them in that prime sort of center. It moved them center stage far sooner than they would otherwise have been. I think William had always expected that he would have the support of his brother. And I think it wasn't just that Harry had chosen to leave and to stand down. I think a lot of it was how he chose to do that and what William saw as great disrespect to the institution and to his family, to his grandmother," she added. Although the royal expert said that there is still a glimmer of hope that the brothers will put their differences behind them eventually. It is Charles' intention to heal this family rift, to try and work things out, because he knows that this will hang over his reign. There cannot be this discord at the heart of the royal family, she explained. Prince William has been unable to forgive his brother for turning his back on his duty, but sorting out the royal feud is a top priority for King Charles, Vanity Fair royal correspondent Katie Nicholl has told the Daily Beast. Nicholl, an established royal expert who was talking to the Daily Beast to mark the publication of her new book, The New Royals, added that Charles is likely awaiting both the publication of Prince Harry's memoir and the debut of Harry and Meghan's Netflix series, which they are reportedly trying to tone down royal critical elements of, as he ponders how to restore trust with the couple, and whether to give their children royal titles. However, the decision by Harry and Meghan to publish photographs of themselves in statesmanlike poses this week, less than 48 hours after the palace unveiled a new portrait of Charles and William and their spouses, is an indication of the scope of the challenge Charles faces in that task, and shows he cannot expect the Sussexes to be quietened, Nicholl says. That picture was very interesting, says Nicholl. It was very deliberate. It was a reminder that there is an alternative royal court across the pond, and it's one that is not going to be silenced or quietened. It was clearly published in response to the picture coming out of the palace of the new Fab Four, Charles, Camilla, William and Kate, and this is a reminder that there are two other members of the family that still want a place in the spotlight. Nicholl was speaking before Thursday's bombshell news that Harry and a group of other notable UK figures are suing the publisher of the Daily Mail over accusations of phone tapping, car burglaries, and bugging their homes, accusations emphatically denied by publisher Associated Newspapers. Speaking of the breakdown in the relationship between Harry and William, Nicholl said, "I think what's at the core of it is a lack of willingness to forgive and a lack of understanding on the part of both princes.